le statut mo.
This is Shaban's music, the hottest.
Sierra Leoneans, how wanna they do? Sierra Leoneans, wanna kushe. We all are one, make we live together. Without peace, we no go before. Like you neighbor, no make palava. This salon, now no more we get. For the sake of the picking, then let we make salon. What you don't do for mama salon? When they say water, you say for crop you back. And inside you they give peace a chance. Let we make salon. Anything you do, give peace a chance. Let we make salon. And inside you go, give peace a chance. Let we make salon. Salon man, how you they do? Salon woman do ya kushe oh. This na the time for let we make we country. Government property, not on you own. Not dirty the street, not if na office. Waiting up for we, not on you own. Let we like salon, let we put them first. Live at peace inside salon. When they say water, you say for crop you back. And inside you they give peace a chance. Let we make salon. Anything you do, give peace a chance. Let we make salon. And inside you go, give peace a chance. Let we make salon. Sierra Leoneans wanna listen to me. Sierra Leoneans wanna listen well oh. Learn some lessons and get some blessings. Stop the blame game like we make salon. This say na that one they say na this. Election time, not a time for feds. Make salon, not well this country. If we live in peace, salon go before. When they say water, you say for crop you back. And inside you they give peace a chance. Let we make salon. Anything you do, give peace a chance. Let we make salon. And inside you go, give peace a chance. Let we make salon. Before ya, how una they do? Backyard, una kushe oh. For make salon, make we live in peace. If we make salon, better go there for we. No place like home, no place like salon. Green, white and blue, make we raise them up. Let we make salon, let we not boil salon. Land that we love our Sierra Leone. When they say water, you say for crowd you back. And inside you they give peace a chance. Let we make salon. Anything you do, give peace a chance. Let we make salon. And inside you go, give peace a chance.
Greetings, comrades and compatriots of Sierra Leone. This is the APC Diaspora Online TV platform, and me, na comrade Owen Kasu. Today, na Tuesday, the 19th of November 2024, and the time, na the UK, na 7:03. Today, as I've been telling you on Sunday, that we get a very important topic for can discuss now. So today, and we get also a very eloquent Sierra Leonean. They can talk to me about this particular topic. We get, of course, I don't see the flyers, them make rounds now the social media. We get for do with an airline we then call Fly Air Salon. Now we can talk about today. And of course, the festive period, they come, December they come. A lot of Sierra Leoneans, they dip and book for fly, go with their families, them, that's Sierra Leone. And then they advertise this Fly Air Sierra Leone for families, them, for get direct flights from the UK for going to Sierra Leone. So, today we get a business entrepreneur, a businessman, an investor, somebody we get a success story, one of the Sierra Leoneans that we all to be proud of. We don't gain a lot of traction, and recently you don't hit the social media or talk about in country because he's frustrated about waiting they happen in Sierra Leone. And so we privileged for get time Nayaso today for make he can talk to we, make he can explain to we, make he can analyze for we about this investments we then they talk about. I think that the governments of Sierra Leone don't try for bring these flights for people them for fly direct, because as we all know, Europe for going to Salon now, you got for go transit, and some side and then you got for go wait for 6-7 hours for make you board the next flight for go to Freetown. Of course, from America, even longer. So today, I can introduce to now somebody where they can talk to me about this, where they look at it from an economic perspective, sustainability of the flights, as well as the security of the flights. So una we don't log in. I want make una tell we usa una day, so that we go able for acknowledge una and una help we for share this live, so we go able for get a lot of traction for educate people them about this particular business investments. We see don't come to the country where everybody they talk about now. So without further ado, compatriots of Sierra Leone, I want to introduce to now somebody we simply me go call Reggie Cole. Mr. Reggie Cole, welcome to the APC Diaspora Online TV platform.
Thank you very much. Good evening, Sir Owen Kasu, and good evening to your team. Good evening, all the people of Sierra Leone all over the world. Whosoever you find yourself today, I wish you well. I hope you're well. Let we enjoy the show, and let we talk about some practical stuff for deal with Sierra Leone today. So,
right.
Yeah.
Thank you. My producer for this show also today now, of course, now Mr. MMBB, Mr. Mo Bangura, Malicious Bangura, the Maui always there and ready for bring this particular platform live to Una. And I want to welcome Mr. Delwyn Thomas, we they watch from Bangor, Northern Ireland. Thank you very much for joining us, Mr. Delwyn. Of course, I know they doubt you also in terms of sharing for we the link all over the place so people go join me and get themselves educated. Of course, we also we brother from Manchester. When Mr. Melvin Thomas also don't join me from Manchester. Thank you very much for joining us. And now Mr. Reggie Cole, Reginald Cole.
That's me, sir.
Please tell me a little bit about yourself so people go understand from the authority where they speak from.
All right, so me na Reggie Cole, Salam Bobo. I start me work when I'm 16 years old inside this country in England. I start for work in a factory. And by the time 18, so now 2 years, short year, I buy my first property in SW11 inside London, just the outskirts of central London. And since 1991, 92, I don't get involved in a business of some sort. I'm a university graduate. I'm a proud father. Love my children very, very much. And I'm a business person in the automotive space mainly. Although now I'm trying to branch into other things, consultancy, political consultancy. I have a consultancy client in Ghana, and I've been approached by a few people in the Sierra Leone community for consult politically. And there's other interests as well what I pursue. But the largest thing I would say is I built a business from scratch where I defy the banking system. And over a space of 9 years, we probably put through cash about 120 million pounds. So that's my position that I'm coming from.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for that brief one day we don't give it. So at least now we you the talk, everybody gonna say this now from a well-experienced, a successful business perspective. This they come out from.
Thank
I
you.
also want to welcome Cassie Love, Cassandra Kenny. Don't join we also on this platform. We're not continue for share for we because this is going to be very interesting. First of all, for set the premise, I go one for ask me producer for make it play for we a video we go set the premise for we will go look at, and then from there now we will begin chat the way forward about this particular fly air salon where they talk about where we people them get to put them families them in for going to Sierra Leone for the holidays. So as as soon as the producer don't ready, make it just play the video so everybody go see them, and then from there we go start. Over to you, sir.
Welcome back to the channel, Everything Sierra Leone. Today we want to talk about Air Sierra Leone, way for start operations on the 2nd of December 2024. If you remember, we posted a video recently where we talk about Air Sierra Leone. We ask government for letting give we information because we not see any flight for within the cell, or we not see Air Sierra Leone at Gatwick as one of the where we check Gatwick the website. We not see anything like Air Sierra Leone register with them yet. So we asked a question. We've been showing the minister and the CEO of ExeJet, when the airline we own that plane, they launched the airline. So we ask questions, but now we don't see reports. We don't emerge for say this plane where they intend for ferry for travel for take people in from Freetown to London, London to Freetown. Now a plane where now 2004 now they build this plane. So means it on 20 years. It only operate for 20 years, and recently we see a report that this plane skid off the runway na Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Nigeria. So from what we see, where we look online and research about this, nothing will be wrong with the pilots, and this plane, the passengers them feel and they shake a lot whilst it about to approach the runway. And then, even though it be a rainy day, the plane supposed to land safely. However, this plane land and the pilot them not be able to control this plane. It skid off the runway, then they go fashion by the grass them. So this plane Embraer 145 we get registration number 5NBZZ. Where we look at pictures them with on surface, we notice that this plane where they don't go paint as Air Sierra Leone still get that same registration number they went at 5NBZZ, which means that this 20-year-old plane that was involved in an accident early this year, now in that they can't use for fly people in from Freetown to London and then London to Freetown. When you look at the plane, this is not a big plane where I see able then kind journey then day. How many baggage this plane go there? They go always left your bags behind and all of that. But aside, let's put that aside. In terms of safety, did the government of Sierra Leone not do their due diligence on this company? Not do their due diligence on the plane, the aircraft, where they use? Then just go launch an airline. Not taking into consideration the safety. You want to say the national airports, the people them, were responsible for the safety of airlines in the country. No do due diligence on this aircraft until they don't paint them into Air Sierra Leone now. And it's so sad for see we get a government where they can make like them sabi, but look at what thing they happen. Will you fly that plane? Will you fly that plane where they operate in Nigeria for a number of years? Will you fly that plane where skid off the runway where this not to anything for do with pilot capabilities? Now the plane is safe. And look at the plane. Would you, if you fly from London to Freetown or Freetown to London, use this plane? So would I wait for the response from the government of Sierra Leone as to waiting they don't see and with due diligence then do for make they allow this plane for be registered with an Air Sierra Leone on it, and where in May he be involved in a crash where not be fatal, but they carry 52 people.
Okay. Police don't stop on there. So, Mr. Reggie,
Yes,
we don't see this video. We start from this premise. Now they playing this way. They advertise for buy tickets for let people and fly with their families for going to Sierra Leone. But first of all, before we go into the plane itself, the idea of getting a plane, we get Sierra Leone name in terms of like business, whatever. The idea itself, I think it's a good idea for investing the kind of aircraft kind of thing for going to Sierra Leone. What do you think from your own experience?
absolutely. You know, a national airline. Sorry, me office lights just go off because I know they move. Sorry, it's back on. A national airline is a pride and joy and a jewel in the crown in transportation, and something where you go use for advertise tourism proudly to people that will not ever visit your country yet. That could be one of the gateways. We don't see that with the Muslim states, the Arabs. You know, we don't see that with the Saudi Airlines, what the other one called Emirates, and so on. Even though all through the problems with the war, the shock and awe, and everything else, those airlines thrived because they represented something different from the ideology they go on. So, Emirates, all, the thrives. Americans fly on it. All kinds of people fly on it. As a matter of fact, they prefer it sometimes. So it's a very good idea. Forget your national airline. However,
Okay.
yes, carry on.
All right. It's a good idea. Forget your flights, but we been get a flight. Would have been called fly salon or something like that.
Correct.
A few years ago, we fly from London to Freetown direct.
Yes, sir.
With your own experience of what you learn from that flight day, what you make that flight day collapse, what you make it not be work.
Okay. The first thing I will tell you is, first off, there's not enough of us with a go salon as tourists, or with a go salon anyway. There's not enough of us all year round to make the flight. So what you need in non-indigenous tourists to fill that gap for Kanayu country. However, Owankasu, me don't read myself. Not so somebody tell me in April of 2009, I get for go salon. And it's just so funny that I coincide with, I pick up the Sunday Times newspaper one time. Now, in the Sunday Times, they put about 50 countries where you must visit. Then put Salon Day. They give Salon nice write-up. But down at the very last paragraph, the writer explained something you don't need to go research in a Harvard Business School. He said the only way to put anybody off at this place is to get from the airport to the mainland. Okay? Ramesh, the Sri Lankan guy, went to Sierra Leone and did that with Mr. Solange's brother, I forget, Alan, and almost say the same thing. Say, it's a nice place, but forget from the airport. How can you have such an obstacle that people don't complain about? These are your would-be customers or promoters of your country without solving that problem. Just this year, we don't see where ferry book when a canoe, then for put people pan. We don't see last year, just before election, the Deputy Minister of Trade, come out China, the Alan WhatsApp say in on stock in the middle of the ocean, and there's nobody to come and rescue them. Me, myself, I took my kids to Sierra Leone in 2017. Honest to God, children, I'm not making this just to embellish. The boat stuck in the middle of the night. Let me tell you something. The boat stuck in the middle of the night because there was let me get plastic. Let me get plastic at the propeller. So me picking them in very young at that time. Let tell you say the trauma of that incident. They don't go to Africa Boku since then. They don't go Cape Verde, they don't go Ghana, they don't go Gambia. They know one when you mention Salon, they say no that. No. So imagine. And then I'm picking up the soil, which I mean, then daddy tied to the soil. Imagine a what you could call them? Affiliated person to Sierra Leone. The Sierra kind nightmare story. They come to the plain side. But you see, life, I learned from one of my mentors. A lot of times we live with lives, personally, business-wise, or whatever. Like say, now 3 sausages. So you get your pork sausage, you get your chicken sausage, and you get your meat sausage. You put on a fry pan. If one born, okay, you still get the other 2 for eat. Not also life day. Life like stew. All the ingredients, one they affect the other. If you put too much pepper, you're not going for it that stew day. If you put too much salt, same thing. So we have to look at the whole. Not to just go bring plain pluck out of the air and think say that they will solve the problem of tourism in Sierra Leone. It doesn't work that way. Not also it will work. It's a whole picture. As somebody we all in one group. If I to a taxi, you see, it's a product. The product is Sierra Leone. You have to sell the product to be able to fill any plane of any kind. Then you also get the issue of people not to get visa for come overseas from Sierra Leone in the main. So then plane then they, and I don't talk to Boku airline crew that when we don't go Salon back and forth. I say waiting happy. They say, well, the plane and the full for go back. So nobody, not a private business person, not the one in business constantly at a loss to please you. You understand? Now, let me just correct a couple of things based on that clip. The Embraer plane, I know very, very well. Now that jet, they myself in the use, but a small one called Phenom 300, 7-seater. But let me get down to brass tacks. So nothing wrong with Embraer. But this plane, this 52-seater, I want to correct based on the publicity that I've seen, not only one way destined for go London. This is a regional airline. The Minister of Information, Siba, I don't see a clip where he confirmed that, say this is not the plane. However, the approach to starting something where it's the security of your life we're talking about. You go take a 20-year-old plane, that's one downside already. But a 20-year-old plane, we don't get structural issues because, you know, whether or not it's significant or not, if the plane don't go off the runway, right, it go into muddy waters and whatever, well, me know I'm going inside plane like that. Yes, I value my life. And my own life no important past anybody else in your own life for letting go buy tickets willingly, even if it's regional, for going to a plane like that. So we seem, there's a big, we talk about the stew situation. There's a big problem I don't identify now in a salon. It's for some reason, and nobody's exempt. There's no sacred cow here politically, right? We don't seem to put less value on life, totally. We think nothing of somebody being shot because they go protest, or somebody being shot because they say, hey, I'm being a coup, and then put them on social media and show us. Or we think nothing of bodies just lying in Connaught Hospital and stacked there, you know, flood, Connaught Hospital, flood. We think nothing. So we've lost the value for life. And that has a lot of impact on all the other decision making because we don't value life.
Absolutely, absolutely. I agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
You not only talk about the plane itself,
Mm-hmm.
you talk about how when you don't land at the airport, how long it take you first of all from Lunge for go across to Freetown, and the safety of that journey there for taking up Freetown.
Mm-hmm.
So when they talk about Sierra Leone, that's a beautiful country where you see the pictures them at Google, you see nice beaches them, nice mountains and greeneries and stuff like that. People say, wow, I go left for go. But then if you look at the terrain, you look at the means of transportation, we say you go land first. For commodity for reaching a Freetown, then you could just get discouraged. So the idea of that Mamama airport for land at the mainland, inside the, you know, almost at the city, we could get runways them, highways there, we could carry go or any part of the country was a good idea, right?
100%. That Mamama idea, I know under President Kuruma's presidency, yes, he had inflated infrastructure procurement costs. We all know that, it's no secret. But Mamama was $350 million. This extension of an airport, not a new airport, it's a terminal. A new terminal is built. It's not a new airport, right? You know, Heathrow, they get terminal 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and they call a new airport. It's just a terminal being built. Fine. Fine. So Mamama Airport would have sought one of the deterrents for make people, you know, we got Brexit now in 2016. That was a missed opportunity for Sierra Leone because they're 18 to 30-year-old. All they want to do, they don't want to go see your slavery thing. They want to go to a nice beach, then get drunk, then party all night, they eat barbecue. That's it. And it don't matter to them who side that place they do. As long as sunshine is guaranteed, they get them beach, they're able to forget the meat and stuff for and the food for eat and drinks for drink. They don't mind where that is. But guess what? When they go research, the same research information I don't give you is available online. That is off-putting. A 18-year-old, they go meet him, mama say, Mommy, I want to go to a place called Sierra Leone. Then mama go research it. No way. You're liable to be stuck in the canoe. You're liable. These are the factors that I don't understand. The figures that when you last see from the Aviation Authority or research board, whatever, something on the internet, it's 4,609 non-indigenous passengers and then go salon. The last available figures. So 4,609. So 4,609 on Wankasu. Now about a day's landing now the Gambia. A day's landing now the Gambia. Put that in perspective, my brother.
Can you imagine that?
Yes? Yes, exactly. So a day's landing, now with the whole year. Because you see, now we know what they go salon in the main. Let me tell you what they go salon. What they call JCs. And some JCs, they already have infrastructure in Sierra Leone. That means where they go, now host mama or uncle then the tap. That means they're not contributing to your hospitality. Then they cook for them. All man auntie, they bring food, this and that. They're not to go out for go eat in them bars and restaurants. So the people that actually do that are limited. So you're not stimulating the economy. It's just an exercise. People go and go see their family. The real spenders, now the total stranger when a tourist, you know get uncle for go to. They within your hotel boundaries, they enjoy yourself, they drink, nobody can get and eat passy by, nobody get and drink passy by. Those are the people that actually stimulate a tourism-based economy. Yes, but 4,609. No wonder to make the cost of repaying this loan, this $270 million loan, all the taxes don't go up. So what do you have? You have outflows of your passenger. Then they go Guinea. Then travel by road.
Absolutely.
I gotta be honest. I asked I won't name the person, APC, big time minister of the past. I say, where were you when this decision was made? Why would I not come out? Me not mean no say that I appointed the bill safe. Say when they don't begin now the escalator time now. Why would I not make we revolt against this idea? Listen, I got no problem if Mother you and the government may want to make you key and make money, but let's do something that's structurally right that will change the trajectory of the country.
Well, actually, to be fair, it was a secret, and people be they blow them out. One or two social media bloggers then be they blow them out, but people are not being sure say it did happen. For say because Abieri when they talk say they can't change the name of the airport. Some people like it say no, it's impossible. Lunge airport, no go change the name. Then it begin come up to a point to come begin he say the Suma group don't take over the airport. By the time they think of it now, they don't pass deal them. Some of them deal them, they don't go through parliament to.
Yes.
By the time they ask question, the ultimate complete. So you know the rogues that we inside the regime right now. They want things, you know.
Yes. So in that light, talking about the SUMA, and we know say at the American government or whatever it is behind all of that SUMA loan day and whatever the approval thereof. Let me teach something here today, Sierra Leoneans. Number one, we're not supposed to beg nobody for money, and I mean that sincerely. I have a documented plan how to do that. Okay, we're not supposed to beg anybody for money, but if we did, let me tell you, see, the lender, they're notorious loan sharks. Okay, they're not mind for lend you the money where you say you want. And let me tell you, say, some lenders deliberately want you to default. As a matter of fact, 1979, you know, the late Sambangura, that's why his life was taken, because he refused to sign an IMF loan. Now, when we proceeded with that IMF loan, and they knew we were going to default, then no say the covenant them within the contract. It's much better for them. The 50 million is nothing.
Absolutely.
Because it's nothing. What did they do? Then they get your that's not the money they want. They want your resources where you may feel say at the time of signing, because you are just did them up on the loan. If you say, I go pay you, never touch my resources. No, we want your resources. We want structural adjustment on your money. We want to devalue your currency. So it will take you longer for even pay us. Maybe you're not gonna ever pay us. You would owe us forever. And you become a slave. The borrower is always a slave, unless if that money is used for a profit-making exercise.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So the SUMA, yes, America would not sign the deal. They don't care. You know, I want that we understand this. Me not get hatred for nobody, even in my own personal life. But we have to look at the facts of the matter. John Perkins, the economic hitman, now he don't go inside the Igbale and come out and tell we say, now so we they do. And what you give John Perkins that consciousness, it work out in Grand Pekin, na New Hampshire. Now something hit him. Like we conscious, a guilty conscience can hit person. He say, what you don't do to this world is crazy. I need to put it in the book. So if anybody want to do something about it, they can do something about it. So devaluation of a currency, keeping Africa poor on purpose, killing the ones that like Sankaras of this world. Trary's life has been attempted 4 times already in this short time. As a matter of fact, I just read yesterday that sources say that some French countries, I won't name them, don't offer several millions to the army for them to dispose of this. Why they want to dispose of this man? When people don't want to dispose of him? Because he is doing right by his people. This year with the complicator, I'm Owan Kasu. Owan Kasu, if you sell sweets in your shop, you understand me? You get sweet shop, now South London. You put one 10-year-old Pikindi, yeah? With good intent, they look the sweet. First, in they begin take the lollipop first because Pekin and sweet go together. They begin take the lollipop. What can I say? What should they take the lollipop for? He say, well, you know, I'm entitled to one. But I say, almost at the lollipop. He say, well, now £1 for this bag, £1 for this bag. I say, well, I tell you what you go, we'll cut a deal. Me go give you 50 cents. Right? I car every day. I just want one bag every day, but they give you 50 cents. But no ingamo, you keep the 50 cent number. Just say that in a wastage or something in a bad item. Right? Right? Now that body in elements. Number one, in they get 50 cents every day, they go in pockets. Right? And they get your lollipop, whatever as well. But here's the thing that's happening to you in this process, you're not the businessman. You don't have free tongue now for go help do something. Somebody will do you business in London like that. They lose your capital. One day you will come and you don't have a business. That's what's happened to Africa. They like the confusion of Usawide politically. Because in that confusion, like what I can say, Arata, not like clean kitchen. If Arata can talk, he go say, "Mommy, man, not clean the kitchen, left the plates there for me with the cheese, left the chicken. Because when you clean your kitchen, I'm not getting no side for it." So the Arata, now the international community, and that's what they are. Me, I say Reggie Cole. They can do anything they want to do. That's who they are. They don't lack stability for us. They want the utmost confusion for us. Whilst we the with confusion, Ebona then tell we say, learning is better than silver and gold. So whilst from they learn, them they thief with silver and gold, they still the penalty today. And what's unfortunate for me, Owan Kasu, is our politicians of several years, then short-sighted for recognize that we must stand up for the people, stand up for the country. We don't need for big this than people else.
You know what? I get Mami Bangura, they watch you. Mildred Hansels, they watch you. Fude Kagbo is watching. Maria Mamba is watching. Kathy Love is watching. Elwin Thomas and the rest of them. You know, James Moses Bangura is watching. We are getting free lectures now, so from my brother Reggie Cole. It just don't put them for in a nutshell. It is not just about a plane with an go paint find one. They get some up, they write the fly Sierra Leone, we all jump say, oh, we can't go Salone direct flights. We have for when you know transit. It just don't tell we there's a whole lot of things there where a tourist will be enticed for reach na Sierra Leone, for one for go na Sierra Leone. Because when we want to go Qatar, we want to go other place them, yes, now 7 hours something flights. Bam, you load in a plane. You know, see the plane is big and safe. You understand?
Correct.
You know, so when you land, the motor they pick you up now hold you the drive quick. Short distance, you don't reach na hotel and enjoy your life, do what you ever get for do. And looking at Sierra Leone, it's not sustainable. The tourists no go. You put a plane at London today, you save £400 for tickets. A lot of people, it's not sustainable.
Yeah.
One, The Sierra Leone and them, not to everybody they travel.
No.
Every week. So looking at that flight, we've been collapsed, that airline we've been collapsed the last time. Then begin first 3 days a week, then 2 days a week, 1 day a week, then they begin cut down to 2. It's not sustainable.
No.
They see one old plane they team up 4-5 people and then they for come board. No.
Yes.
It's not working.
No,
So
it's yeah, go ahead, sir. Sorry.
So you advise to people them on this particular flight to the department itself, not to just the passengers them, the one that we you talk to where all position within the government. What
Yes.
you advise? What you go advise them for let them do in terms of all these advertisements will go on?
Yes. So I'm sorry. I'm a business person, and honestly, where I can drive safe now high street, I see business that we closed down. Me ask the broke because I know the pain that's behind that closing down. Nobody no one starting business for closing down, and there's lots of things that they get personal guarantee, relationships go down the drain, and so on and so forth. But I must say, like you say, Mario for sweet now from the Bachelor's Eve.
Yeah.
If you don't start off with a broken plane of 20 or plane we don't get into kind of a situation, then the plane is 20 years old. I am sorry. It's a recipe for disaster. It's a recipe for failure. Now in the age of social media, that is all over the place. Not a we salon community no go see, and somebody go there now WhatsApp group not to see we go don't see, we go don't boss. In fact, I heard one Nigerian Bobo talk about this plane.
Oh well, there you go.
You see, so it's not going to work. I'm sorry, it's not going to work, and not just for magic. The plane number, like I say, plane is not just for Christmas, Day, Easter. Plane is for every day of the week, every season, but we do not have the attraction. I see that lady, the Ministry of Tourism, the other day. I'm saying you're wasting your time. You have to go to sort out the basic fundamentals first. You're wasting it coming to London. You just waste the money. That is not the solution. But let me ask you, Owen Kasu. Also, all those members of parliament, they both APC and SLPP, when they sign off this $270 million loan for this extension, but common sense, Owen Kasu, you live in England. Say if all the one build a superstore, and then they build some apartments or whatever, then they tell us say build some for social housing. Yeah, so low cost housing.
Yeah,
it's part of the deal.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think the government they do that? Why do you think they say just build all luxury? They not say we got to provide for certain people. So here's the deal: when they not say this costing, now a big problem. But if na P&O ferries themselves them intake a couple of those leases and attach them to the cost of this Lunge International extension, then you could advertise, say, we have sorted out the crossing problem with the same ferry that when I take go France and other places, we get an IASU. And those things can be sought under which they call a wet lease. A wet lease means, say, you're not going to go begin teach your own natives that for go learn how to do this, they are right from the word go. You will have a crew with already there inside the lease. So you get your whatever they call a captains for your ferry, you get your staff and whatever to start the process, including maintenance. That would have been a clever thing to do. Then in that case, Mr. Sem for vote say, okay, when I keep an alungi. Yeah, because no can pull an alungi. It's been there forever. It's a source of income for the people around Lunge. Which them go do next? Okay, let's keep on there, but let's sort out this crossing once and for all. But usai them parliamentarians them in there, and but the buck stops with the president. Mr. President, you don't live in London for at least for 22 years. I know saying I'm East each day, but surely you know what goes on in life. Why was that not part of the mix? Mr. Chief Minister, Harvard Business Review Minister, where's the common sense? You see, this thing here with the theorists, people who don't read the book, They go, okay, letter, me na just bachelor degree me get to. And that one I went when I was 32 years old because by choice. My brother and sister then go straight from as normal. You know, you finish high school, you go. Me at Tawa say, me want see the world first, then me decide what you want to study. And I have no regrets. You understand? So that person can go load themselves with certification and whatever, but they have no common sense, no practical experience. And if you work within the framework, say, of United Nations, you have a machinery that whether you're clever or you're stupid, it works for you. Because you understand, it's not no ingenuity. It just works. Now, like when you go McDonald's, if you go McDonald's for go work, you don't need to be a chef. Now plug and play. They say, do this for 5 minutes, do this for 10 minutes.
Yes.
Thinking is not there, really.
Yeah. No personal development.
Exactly. Exactly. So now that day we get. So if they want to solve that problem, they will need to solve Lunge Airport. And then you ask me a question, so I answer. Sorry, I go across. I have here a rough paper. You know, go see it.
Okay.
I don't know if you go see it. But all this is you see. Okay, all this is just a rough items I put on the balance sheet. Yeah, this is a balance sheet. So on this column, you get your assets. On this column, you get your liabilities. And then you got shares, holder equity. Let me tell you what a country like Salon they do. We they take all the assets, including this was Flight National Airline. It ought to be an asset of Sierra Leone. But it's not. It's owned by a Nigerian.
A Nigerian, yeah.
So they take all the assets, whether now we iron ore, whether now we gold, whether now we diamonds, we give them to foreign people. So they actually own the benefits of the assets. Okay.
Using the name Sierra Leone.
Correct. Using the name Sierra Leone. So what you get here, so you get your shareholders' equity at the bottom. So your shareholders' equity, every time you give your assets away or you reduce your assets, because when you sign off your assets on a list, you just reduce it basically. Every time you do that, your shareholders' equity is going down or even negative. That's why since the 1970s, the GDP per capita of Sierra Leone has remained almost stagnant at $500. And that $500 is growing in reverse. You say, waiting this man to talk. Because we're not even factoring inflation yet. So the real figure is probably $200 now.
Yeah.
Now you take a country like Singapore. Singapore, they have no resource. They get independence 6 years or 5 years after ours.
Yes.
They had 1 million people. They had the tribal wars, win a small. Then get nationalism war. You understand? Nationalism war, and then get because three nations. So what you then do is they own all their assets, but they own it within a framework of a business, of which the Ministry of Finance is 100% the shareholder. Well, let me ask you, an intelligent man, if the Ministry of Finance are 100% get the shares, 100% of the shares, who are the shareholders? The citizens of the country.
Citizens, yes.
That's why in Singapore, they have $79,000 GDP per capita today. We still live on 500.
On this occasion now, this Nigerian businessman owning a flight called Fly Air Sierra Leone or something like that, with country name and flag, and somebody as a Sierra Leonean, we don't know nothing, we just feel proud, say, oh, we don't get flights. But it's not small businessman and they cut deal.
Correct.
Or risk the lives of innocent people that go and pay cheap for go to their destination and go end up for losing lives.
Absolutely. If you look at that, Seth, and me, I like for talking real world terms. So if you look at what thing they happen to, now like we go say, okay, they say the Premier League is the most watched league in the world, the most exciting, the most expensive. But then, hold on, how does that translate for the nation of England? So far, it's been failure. They haven't won World Cup since 1966. That's because the Premier League is mostly made of foreign players. So if you get foreign ownership, it's the same effect for the country. It's the same effect. The country not the benefit, not the foreign not the benefit.
Yeah.
You love Drogba, love Manny and whatever, love Mo Salah, but when they make the money in their country, the benefits, England not the benefit as such.
Yeah.
And it's the same in business, but this year is not difficult to. They say success leaves clues. It's not difficult. Yeah, but carry on.
So Reggie, you mentioned about political sustainability, like like political instability.
Yes.
That now another factor we go make Sierra Leone people are not go there. When the
Correct.
country, when the politician they not really care about the country. And you talk also about the hospitals,
Yes.
who say disease prone day, nobody know one for near day,
No.
because you no go one for say if you go sick day, you go get diarrhea or something like that. They're not going to go to any sober hospital.
Yes.
So the tourists go look at anything and they think and say, you know, then they put me in a flight for pulling me commodity. I don't pass away. Even the politician, them, then the fly come aboard for can do medical checkups and stuff like that. So Sierra Leone is a failed country right now as we speak.
Sierra Leone is a failed state. I said it. Reggie Cole said it. Reggie Cole, look at me face. Sierra Leone is a failed state. It's a failed state. And yet, when they talk about a plane for put the lives of Sierra Leoneans so we don't get involved in an accident, yet and still, the opposition party and the current sitting government without an election result, the president has spent £60 million to VistaJet flying private. Let me tell you, say, you could take 5 million. Virgin Atlantic, 1 million, Richard Branson started it with. EasyJet, 5 million. You can take 5 million today and start a Sierra Leone Airlines that is owned by Sierra Leone with 4 to 5 A320 Airbus that you rent at $250,000 a month, and you've got an airline. But yet, the politicians of Sierra Leone, the SIDOM, one man, every 10 days almost, every 10 days almost, they incur, because that plane, and I know about planes, runs at $25,000 an hour. $25,000 an hour. So that trip to Samoa, for example, Samoa to Iowa and so on and so forth, just the routes that we know about, is 1.85 million. In Sierra Leone, this Sierra Leone where we see this week, that a school not get blackboard. A school in a hut. Now, the politicians in a salon, not so, listen, Mada Bio only exists because the politicians them allow him to do what he's doing. Not so one man the wicked salon so. And the other point I want to say, this did not start yesterday. Owen Castle, I know say you're not APC, but your party is just as guilty. And right now, the problem where they get, the problem where all politicians get, people like us, we're not wasting our time. We know what we're doing because we're telling the people the truth they've never heard before. And I tell you what, in 1994, I was in Hershey, Pennsylvania, in a business conference, 15,000 people in this audience, where Dr. Dennis Waitley said the following words, I paraphrase. He said, there are 300 million Chinese that now speak perfect English. And because of the information superhighway, which is what they refer to the internet as at that point, they now know they're poor. They want to eat and they want to come to the banquet table. How many translate that to today? Well, now today, inside Salon, Mr. Politician, are the one owner. The people and they reform we through platforms like our Castle in Platform Yasu, other platforms like We Are, Come on Talk. But then the one at the Fast Concord, the WhatsApp messaging. Then the land button are they one on changing our ways. One day, that one also when I don't build with stolen money in that village, when I can go build. When I do MCMA built a $20 million home in the ghetto. When I go for prison for like pay taxation, they tell us in a 2.5 million. I understand, see, it was stupid. Now, so the bill when I mention them in a village where the people them no get water, they no get electricity. Then the land say now they cause them listen. Then the land say now they cause them pain one day. Not so nobody go tell them. They don't need nobody for tell them one day. One day them go deal with una because una they behave in a careless way. As I started this conversation earlier, Salon don't value life anymore. No, they don't value life. That's why they were threatening somebody like me say, if you can't, so will they kill you or put you out. What do you do? You say you live within a democracy. Yeah.
I just want to highlight within Melvin Thomas, right? He says, yes. Calling our politicians short-sighted is giving them a pass. They are corrupt, they are immoral, wicked, etc. call it. I mean, what is the word for call politicians? Short-sighted. I mean, you do expect them to say they are short-sighted, isn't it?
Yeah, they're short-sighted.
But they know exactly what you need to do. It's more than wickedness.
Yeah, they're short-sighted. They're visionless. They are spineless. They lack the moral compass. It's proven. And I want to remind them today that at one time Shaka Probin Stevens, thought he was the biggest person going on planet Earth. But go look at Kabasa Lodgers in Legacy. At one point, Tijan Kaba thought he was the man. Go look in Oswald and show we just know full of grass. Listen, you're not building a legacy, guys. You merely passing time. By the time we're on a second generation now, we will feel say that they want to do all this for camp. A, some not have no interest. B, because native for native, they don't get nothing for land promo now. So then say now they do nothing better. That's why they get involved in all kinds of things, drugs, this and that, and whatever. You wonder, this person coming from good home, go make involved in drugs. Because guess what? Papa not able for teach able but na government cooperative. We the drive that Mercedes Benz. Now government, you know what I mean? No say can't see how I build a business because you know no business. No business. How can a man? I saw somebody ask very passionately yesterday. They talk something to our other guy, our other platform. Now I say, how come a man where on day for years? Now local pharmacy they get in medication and form. As soon as he become minister or MP, he don't turn health tourist. How does that work? how did we see Mother Biosi done inside this England? No motor car, he live in a council flat, 22 years unemployed, now a millionaire. How does that work?
Can you imagine? They fly private jet, they go all over the world every week outside Sierra Leone. And they collect per diem. They enrich himself every week. He enrich himself. You know what? Of course, I don't listen to you in recent weeks, months. Recently, you become really vibrantly on social media. You engage Sierra Leoneans. And I don't know to say, you know, to the Reggie Cole of yesterday, we been just quiet, a day in business and everything. You're getting really involved now, you know, and because of the pain where you see on a daily basis of what's in the happen at your country, and we hear that from the audios them and the write-ups and the kind of things that we put out. Now, tell me how you see what's in the prospect of Sierra Leone coming back democratically, you know, with all this impasse where they happen, how it affects, you know, you what you can do. I know say they engage now, they serious engagement, but talk to me about this because you know now we country, pain. And I want for just say, then there's ability to talk to somebody in a free town. Now I tell the person I say wait till January because if they complain about the hardship, last send for you know, you don't get this, you don't get that, blah blah blah. I say look, things that they can get harder. You know, I say wait till January, let you see how things that they can change. Notice the person said to me, he said, well, now so far so. He said, like we will not get nothing, no. When things then get difficult, now will go for cry to back for and send for me. So now so far so.
Correct.
Can you imagine the person? He said because they're not going for see we die now also with hunger.
Correct. And can I address that point there? I beg you. I will take 60 seconds, a golden minute for address that point there. Owankasu, this is a big problem. You see what I mean? Tell you say life has 3 sausages. Everything they affect the other. You know it's in the happen because Sierra Leone is in the state that it is. You know it's in the happen to people in the diaspora. They're not they build their own life seriously. Why is that? Because when they get a 1 or 2 paycheck, instead of investing in their own life and build their own shareholders' equity within their own life, that money they go back to salon. The person at salon not they do anything productive with it. As a matter of fact, not consume it, they go consume it. They go buy yes, they go buy big. So now the person at salon they become better. Then the person at the diaspora they become better. But wait, a bigger one they come. For the first time in mass now, with a hit a crescendo now, where the largest number of Sierra Leoneans can hit retirement age pretty soon over the next 5 to 10 years. Because of that war, some man not go back again and so on and so forth, right? Now, if the West, where the economy default are so bad one at the West. You know that. We can discuss that another show. If the West is going down and they're already done the turn per week, look what happened after Trump win just yesterday in Ohio. They don't go begin pass with the Ku Klux Klan flags. Okay, wait to. So if that happen at the West, then Salon they forgo to. Can you see the trouble, Odepa? Can you see the trouble?
On top of that, added to that, we young generation will get now, the young boys that will get now. The one that will be not involved in Kush in the past few 1-2 years. We don't depend this Kush. The life don't almost the end.
Finished.
That generation, they not can do nothing for we.
No, and if they survive the Kush,
if them survive, that's
if they survive the Kush, there will be. You see, post-traumatic stress disorder is not a name; it's a real thing. There would be your leaders in one capacity or another, whether you boss driver or now still now they lead a lot of lives, whether it work na Ministry of Health or now they in your own department. They will be so traumatized, and the way they go deal with human being is not too dissimilar to how this lot will go through the long sleeve, short sleeve. They behave right now. We've become animals to ourselves. That's why I started out to say in Salon we don't value life anymore. We've become thugs. We've become uncivil. The way the Witman and all label we as animals, monkeys, we're living like that, both internationally and nationally. And that's a fact. And me, I have no listen. I make no bones about it. I don't apologize for calling it out.
Well, compatriots of Sierra Leone, of course, Mr. Melvin Thomas, Asanatu, Wunde, Marema Ba. We get quite a lot of people. Mr. Randy Brown from Germany is watching. We get quite a number of people there, so they watch you. And we are getting, waiting, I go say this now, free lecture from we brought an also we then call Reggie Cole, Reginald Cole, a businessman, very, very successful, of course. He go into business at a young age, and now a success story. And we they learn from him. You know, we learn from
humble.
Yes, very humble guy. He did with the community, he did the social media. 1 or 2 man in the basham, you know, care. He come back strong. You know, me I laugh when we get to the program, they go 1 or 2 man can come out, say, come on, so inside come out, inside here. You know, Iman Saray. We all listen, we all concerned about what's in the happen in Sierra Leone, and with democracy, they can go down the drain, and we don't know when we go for stand up as Sierra Leonean, for stand up for democracy, because the examples of killing. We already Dr. Samoa interview with Cashbox them, then there's so I don't know if you listened to that one, man. It was
I did.
Yes,
I did.
you know, it's terrible. What do you make of the whole interview itself, and how Dr. Konsamoa come across to you?
Well, I see a man that's trying to pull through the disappointment of sabotage, the disappointment of realizing, say, the people away in the role with, they're concerned more about themselves than the country of Sierra Leone. I see a man in dismay. I see a man where don't denied his win twice. I see a man that's been let down by his own friends. You know, get one Judas who he get them boku. And I feel for him, but the thing is, I just wrap up now because I know time is here.
Yeah.
Transparency is the cornerstone of democracy. And if we not get transparency in an election where the American ambassador Hunt has said there was literally no election in Sierra Leone because there's no result.
Yeah.
Then I have to ask Mr. Ambassador now, what are we practicing in Sierra Leone? Is it democracy or hypocrisy? Because how can we have an election that you have said there's no results? You understand me? So accountability to the people has been lost. And democracy is supposed to be for the people, by the people. That has been lost. And the people, their hearts go break. Next time when I get election, you go ask them for queue up. They will say, for waiting.
Exactly.
What are they queue up for?
Exactly.
The last time I queue up, you not come to me votes.
Exactly.
Or at least you not show me result.
Exactly.
So this. But I just want to let I know say the time don't run for now. Listen to this one.
No, carry on, my brother.
Oh, okay, okay, fantastic. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So, so democracy requires independent electoral oversight. We will clearly not get. NIMEC disaggregated results has not been produced because of the state capture of institutions. But I want to remind everybody, politicians or not, that you not hurt on yourself. Me, are vast in politics and economics. Trust me, I will argue with the best of them. The West is going down. No two ways about it. They made a wrong bet when they take their jobs, go China and other places, and it's affecting them in all sort of ways. Inside England now, we've got the highest taxation rate for the last 70 years. Okay, the West is going down. Social mobility has stagnated. The point where I desire to make, una pikin are all involved in this West. And what I mean, Senenka, they will not be able to make life after una left office, and they won't have Sierra Leone to go back to. What will it be worth at the end of your life? That last day when you take your breath, know that you played a part in this mess. When Sierra Leone is absolutely paradise. Last story, a guy met me in the Lucas Land Rover Battersea where I used to work years ago from Qatar. He asked me a question. He said, why una poor na Sierra Leone? He said, because we na one resource number we get of note. Una get past 40. Why are you poor? I could not answer that man. But I remember jumping in my car and thinking, the man fitai misu. He said, why una poor?
Yeah.
On the 44.
Mm-hmm.
Well, me answer to the question is, guys, if una they take security personnel from McDonald's na Camberwell and go put in a ministerial position, I'm sorry, you fed steak to a kid. You don't feed steak to Pekin. Not to Pambado, that person in mental muscles, in thinking, in intellectual faculty, they're not at the point that you can argue. Look at Trump in new government. Who did they go argue with them and day? From where you come out from Camberwell, McDonald's, you feel say, then they eat you lunch. And when they eat you lunch, now people in the sofa.
Yeah.
So the electorate get for think about who that then they put. Now we come up on this border politics. This border politics, they don't bring us here. Me, in my own submission, in my own estimation, since the 28th of April 1961, Sierra Leone has been going down the drain ever since. It was only a matter of time. Now I can say, so food, not a turn penda overnight.
A matter of time, indeed. So now, with all this impasse you see, so this electoral justice fights, this done and dusted. Let's move on with the party till 2028. Who side they see success? Who side they see success?
I see success only one side. It's like when you go football match, and then you get a home game and away game. I used to think, why would it make a difference? The pitch is the pitch. No, but it does make a difference. Because your 12th man on the pitch is your fans. Who are the fans now of this democracy? It's the Sierra Leonean. I am saying to them, in whatever way una can, I understand, I'm not telling you to go out, but in whatever way una can, I'm telling you to demand your vote be restored. We can't do it for una. No, me, another like you, I can't be Nelson Mandela for una. I can't be Thomas Sankara for una. No, me, daddy, me don't pay that price there for Sierra Leone already. I am not repeating it, they not cost me. But me go tell una, say, if una no grab, the West is happy for una confusion. They're not like una. They're happy for the confusion. Then una minister, una MPs, them, the politician, them, the executives, they wallow in it. One man they will get petrol station, if they're not destroying petrol station. Now they do all of this for protect your own interests at the behest of 8 million people, because we all one way or the other are affected. One way or the other we are affected, because if not the country that they we hail from, then this is going on, we're affected. So if the people not stand up and demand, I want them to go to the ECOWAS building, queue up there in front of ECOWAS, not go na party office, go na ECOWAS building, go na the American embassy, en masse, quietly, go demand they restore the votes of the people of June 23rd, 2024. Period. And nobody no go do it for now. The executive don't tell us, say, if careless driver they once careless talk with a man they talk, I don't even understand myself. If reckless driver they now for change driver. Reckless driver in a country where your party has said we won an election. We won an election. You know, I don't know whose team you support, but also Manchester United. When I win 2-0, then the captain say to the referee, no, actually, nothing happened. Just award them the 3 points. I mean, come on, you wouldn't do that in football. Why do that in life? This is life we're talking about. You know, so me, the salon people have when they hear me. And when I see Kenny, my boys don't can demonstrate to una what he means say we na mendeo, but when this tear down money we say we pull Superman. Well, na so na for go what we call kahunas. That means say balls, yeah, the balls of steel. And for go out and I'm not telling una go broke nobody in shop. I'm not telling that. Una go stand before the ECOMOG building, ECOWAS building, American embassy, High Commission, British High Commission, una demand, una votes be counted. They're not going to take another their own country. They don't take, they're not take another their own country. Look what happened with Al Gore and George Bush. Look what happened with Al Gore and George Bush. They're not take another their own country. Look what happened January 6th, the attempt by Trump. They're not take another their own country. Why must they stand by and watch you suffer? There's only one answer to that. They want your resources. And if you can't stand for your resources, I'm sorry, there'll be nobody in this life, personally or in business or in citizenry. Nobody would be as interested in your financial future as you are. That is your responsibility.
Absolutely. Comrades and compatriots of Sierra Leone, that's Reggie Cole. We don't learn a lot from him today. And I hope we will get Reggie Cole again very soon for another interesting topic. Because you know what? People pay a lot of money for them kind of lectures there, for them kind thing there are. You know, a small seminar or whatever, they pay beaucoup money. So this is a success story, an individual, a Sierra Leonean, one with me proud of. What I think.
Thank you, sir.
You know, we go always, you know, point finger, say, oh, this guy, you know, he's made it in life. You know, I mean, if you invest in also believe in what you invest in. You know, you said if you get small shares for go buy there, go buy there because you believe you don't do research, you know.
That's right.
So with this airplane, what they talk about, so Reggie Cole tell we say you know go put in life there, neither in picking the life there. And of course, they advise everybody when I say Leonean for letting know with self. Yes, in a businessman, of course, any businessman go on for succeed. And not to say they try for undercut them for let them fail, of course, but waiting for do with life. No. You know go you know get that moral. That you know get that low, you know, with self name for go tell them that putting a life but I can't in no way.
No, sir.
You know. So, but there are ways that we don't tell we. For say not only about the flights, it's about the political stability in the country, it's about the health, it's about the people them, it's about the, you know, the terrain going from the airport itself, for make business like this, for get a direct flight to Sierra Leone for like sustainable, you know. So I think say not keep on too long. Let we just ask Reggie for give me one last few words no more. Let we capture whatever I go for say we about we as Sierra Leoneans or this platform or the people who they view, you know, they enjoy actually because I see the trend they go, you know, the chats they go very, very well. So give me last few words and then we'll call it a night.
Well, first off, I want to thank you all now on our platform. I mean that sincerely. I know say nobody know the rights on a check. When I do this out of passion for the country, and also the viewers, some names and they like Delwyn and so on. I see them very, very active, trying to put their own, you know, thoughts to this salon issue. But let me tell you guys, believe you me, Sierra Leone can be sorted out. I have a plan, but you need a pack of wolves to do it. I have a plan that can radically change Sierra Leone into what it's supposed to be, from 0 to about 50 billion GDP in 60 months. But the only way that they go possible, now if una, the people back somebody like that, it don't have to be me. In fact, it's not me. Back somebody like that with that vision, but not to one person. Una need a pack of wolves for kind of change salon. The wealth is still in Sierra Leone. It's not gone away. The money they is done that the gun boku, it's done at the water, it's done at the oil fields. It's not gone away. It day. Una just need people that will come and organize and take pride in the country. Like where Dubai Namin Desert, look at Dubai today. Dubai Namin Desert in the 70s. Look at it today. Okay, so it's possible. Now that word they are left to now, a word of hope. It's possible.
Fantastic. Well, comrades, Mr. Ahmed Samos, Tijani, Mr. Gali Dawood, Reggie Cole until we say it is possible. Mr. Abdul Jabi also, Mr. Fode Suleiman Sere, Asanatu, Melvin Thomas, and all the rest of the people that we watch we live now. So Reggie Cole left with a word of hope that he gets the know-how. He no one for be that politician day, but he sabi how forget Sierra Leone within 60 months. They bring Sierra Leone back to Usai Day. And we just need patriots. We say a bag of wolves. Now people are dedicated for work, patriotic Sierra Leoneans, not to greet them all. We come out all over the place, go see them under the capture for themselves. You need patriots them. Will they support that person, they will be able to make Sierra Leone work. So I want to say thank you to you, Reggie Cole. I want to say thanks to all the people that we view this particular program. I want to say thank you to the producer, Mr. MMBB, Mr. Malicious Bangura from Reading, and the producer. And in a very short while, we will get Reggie Cole for the come on a regular basis for the talk to him more for the back sense per week, like kind of back up per week. So this interview. So once again, I want to say thank you to you and over to the team, Mr. Producer, please end them for we. Mrs. Agathe Mildred also say very interesting guy.
Thank you.
Fully loaded with experience. Thank you very much, Mildred. Yes, Mr. Mo, over to you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks.
This is J-Bank's music, the hottest.
Sierra Leoneans how wanna they do. Sierra Leoneans una kushe. We all are one, make we live together. Without peace, we no go before. Like you neighbor, no make palava. This salon, now no more we get. For the sake of the picking, then let we make salon. What you don't do for mama salon? When they say water, you say for crop you back. And inside you they give peace a chance. Let we make salon. Anything you do, give peace a chance. Let we make salon.